Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an Enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin. Saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Walmart Business is in the business of saving you time, money, and hassle. Whether your business started in a garage or is a garage, Walmart Business has the tools to help you get where you're going. Tools like free shipping, multi-user accounts, and just about any item your company needs.
Even a double filtration cyclone dust collector.
Yep, even that.
Sweet.
Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com. Terms apply.
Week on the couch. Now, if y'all wasn't just paying attention, the song that was just playing was called All for Nothing. All for Nothing. And honestly, I didn't expect to be talking about what I'm about to talk about, because I actually wrote something else, but now I'm veering off. So let's get it. Now, if I give up, then it be all for nothing. A lot of times, when you've done time, no matter how much you've done, time is time. You hear me? When you do time, you don't really put yourself in positions to do time again, if that makes sense. Like, you not about to just take penitentiary chances for nothing. Like, it gotta make sense. Like, it has to. Especially if you know what it's like on the yard. And who wants to go back? You feel me? So, if I give up, then it'd be all for nothing. It would be all for nothing. If I was to give up, how far I've come. Look where I am. Look where I'm at now. Look where you are now. If we give up everything that we fought for, it will be all for nothing. And the crazy thing about it is, a lot of people that would get into it with you, it doesn't matter who they are, especially if they've never done any time. If they've never done any time, a lot of times they're just all talk. And we know those type of people because we've been around people like that on the yard. But the thing about it is in prison, you cannot be all talk. It's no such thing as being all talk. You want to know why? Because once you become all talk, somebody is going to pull your card. And if you don't answer the call the correct way, that's going to depend. Your whole incarceration is going to depend on that day. If you answer the call properly or not. If you don't,
Leonard, if it's nice outside, I'll see if your mom will take you outside for a little
shitty
while.
incarceration. For real. But if you answer it, I mean, I'm just saying. Out here, it's different. It's so different. Like, people just say things for social media. People literally, not all people, but you can tell the people who have never been to the penitentiary because they say things online that can get them put in a penitentiary, that can get us both put in a penitentiary because, bitch, who is you talking to? They say things thinking that, or knowing, because they're not going to do anything. They're putting themselves in this AI mode. They're turning into AI. Not realizing that some people actually did some time on a yard. And not everybody plays these type of games that y'all be playing. Not everybody is going to stand for being treated like a fuck motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a pussy, like a bitch, like a whatever word makes you feel disrespected. Not everybody is going to sit there and just be like, you know what, it's for social media. They just doing this for likes. I know they not really like that. Some people is not going to just be like, I know they not like that and continue to just keep pushing. No, some people are literally going to fuck you up. And if you sit there and don't fight back, then guess what? You just going to be getting your ass whooped. But if you do fight back and then you end up calling the police, because a lot of times, again, if you haven't been to the yard, they gonna call the police on you. Like, it's no way around just catching a fair one anymore. You cannot catch a fair one anymore. No. You catch a fair one, you're gonna catch a fair case. Oh, excuse me, unfair case. Seriously. Someone will call you out that has never done any time. They'll call you out just to get their motherfucking ass whooped. And then they call the police. See, but us being in a penitentiary before, we thinking like, you know, like penitentiary, like, yeah, we about to lock down, you know what I'm saying? Like, catch a fair one. We about to catch a fade, and after that, we gonna go about our business. No. Now we're actually fighting cases because we thought we caught a fair one, or whatever the case is. It's a lot of us fighting cases. I'm fighting a case I didn't even get a chance to catch a fair one. And I'm still fighting a case. But a lot of people don't know how to fight and take a L. They don't. They don't. We know because, I mean, it's either one or two things can happen in prison. You either gonna win the fight or you gonna lose the fight. But the thing is you can lose the fight, and every time you see this person on the yard, you can fight them again. But out here, you either gonna win a fight or you gonna lose and call the police. People don't know how to be losers anymore. They just don't. They don't know. They're sore losers. Something happens and the first thing they do is the ring, ring, ring. 911, what's your emergency? And y'all get to yapping. But you didn't tell them that, hey, I'm the one that actually started this. But I didn't expect to get my ass whooped. Y'all not real enough to say that. And sometimes people, when they know that you've been locked up, they will purposely push your buttons because they know eventually you're going to end up snapping. And guess what? You're not going to realize that the whole time they've been capping and waiting on this moment to get you sent back to jail, prison. You ever got into it with somebody and the first thing they said is, I'm going to call your probation officer. Or I'm I'm going to get you sent to jail. A lot of baby mama, baby daddy, that's the type of shit they hear. Men, they hear it so much from their baby mama. People use it to threaten us. If something doesn't go their way, it doesn't even have to be something illegal going on, or you don't even have to physically touch somebody. If you make somebody mad and you are the felon, you are the one that's going to be facing charges, not them. Seriously. And they don't even have to have a motherfucking mark on them. Or they can, and they can make it up. They can literally get drunk, fall, and then go to the police the next day and say that you did it. They don't have to have any real proof. All they have to have is somebody actually pointing the finger and saying, you did it. And going all the way with it. That's all they need. They don't need any, I'm telling you. And especially being brown or a person of color and you a felon? Nah. You ain't getting away with that. Even if you are innocent, baby, you an easy buck. We about to get rich off of you. People can't catch a fair one anymore. They get so scared because of social media has made them to where they rather spew words and get some likes and get a check. They getting a check. People getting checks for this. Rather than catch a fair one. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. And if you are not willing to catch a case, because you don't know how it could go, or if you're not willing to die, nah, for real. Let me say this again, because maybe y'all didn't hear me. If you aren't willing to catch a case, or if you are not willing to die behind your words that can possibly make someone lose their mind, however, go off the edge, whatever. If you're not willing to take that risk, don't even put yourself in that position. Don't even, and I'm not saying it's like everybody that was in prison is just some big, bad, hard, rough and tough motherfucker. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of people that have been there, once you take them to a point where they feel like they have to take a penitentiary chance, we know the risks. We know what happens after that. We know that it's a possibility that we might beat you the fuck up and end up in prison. We know that. But you have to know that too. Because y'all so ready to call the police that y'all not willing or ready to actually square up. And squaring up, when there's no rules in fighting, could come with one or both of you catching a case. Seriously. Or it can come with one or both of you dead. And that's just what it is. Because what are you fighting for? This ain't boxing. I ain't getting paid for this. If we fighting, back in the day, did they fight to kill or did they fight to fight? So when you making these choices to get up there and fight somebody or say or use even fighting words. Look, another one. Use even fighting words. Now, come on now. Oh gosh, hold on. this is weird. But we know why it's happening. But if you're not willing to take a risk, don't put yourself in that position. It's too many people doing and saying things online and thinking they can just get away with it. And then we have people committing suicide, or because they can't take it out the way they want to take it out. Maybe somebody really wants to hurt somebody else so bad because of what they said, but instead they hurt themselves. That happens more times than you would ever even imagine. But then there's other people that they not gonna go out like that. They willing to take them chances, and they would rather end up in a penitentiary behind their respect than to be out here feeling like they've been punked or feeling like a bitch. It's too many people making it okay to just be disrespectful. To just, and then y'all using social media like, oh, I'm just trying to get likes and views, but you're not even caring about somebody's mental health, or you don't even know what they're going through. If they on the break, about to lose it. Prison has done some shit to our mental. A lot of us aren't all there. We're just holding it together well. We're doing all that we can to be here. It's we have to give more effort to even be into society. We have to give more effort to hold a job, to have housing, to have nice things. And no, it's not an excuse not to work. Yeah, work if you can, but it still doesn't make it easy. There's still people that's going to look at you like, nope, can't have her working here or have him working here. It's still going to be people who still can't get a job or a place to work, to live because of their crime, because of how much time they did. So with that's not even counting how much time they did, because you don't know how much time they did. They probably did 10, 15, 20 years away from people, around the same sex for all them years. And then you get out, and then people think that they can just, and you come from a place where you could just lock down when a motherfucker get to talking like that. But you have to sit there and take it all for likes and views. Not everybody's going to be okay with that. And you shouldn't put everybody through that. Why does everybody have to be, well, why do we have to go through that? Why do we have to be subjected to that? Just because you want to get likes and views and content, but if we give up, then it be all for nothing. We already did all this time. But if we give up right now, that's it. Back to the yard we go. They're not even going to think about it. Then everything we did was for nothing. No, it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter how long we've been out or any accomplishments that we made. None of that is going to matter. All that's going to matter is that, oh, he or she did something and now they're going back. The judge ain't going to look like, oh, well, you was, in some cases they do. But a lot of cases they don't. All it is back a set of yards you go. And again, some people are willing to take those chances for their respect. You're not going to keep on disrespecting just because of likes and views and content. It doesn't work like that. I don't know who and what made y'all feel like that is okay. Just because you got a check from Facebook, or just because you got a check from Instagram, or just because you got a check for your content. It's getting crazier and crazier, especially coming from having to grow up in the penitentiary and being out in the world around people, women, men that act almost worse than the men and the women on the yard. Because the men and the women on the yard actually had respect for people's things, space, mental health, for the most part. It wasn't for likes and views, and if it was, you know those people that was trying to be funny and trying to get people to like them or be the funny person. You know, they wouldn't be the funny person for long. They end up getting their ass whipped too. I don't know when it became okay, but when is it gonna stop? No, really, when is it going to stop? Because it's not funny. To some people, yeah, it's funny. But to the people that's about to mentally break, it's not funny. It's not funny, because all they doing and all you're doing is sealing what's about to happen to you. Whether it's good karma or bad karma, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be good karma, because what is you doing? You're breaking somebody's mental health down all for views and likes. Not realizing that this person did, and then you don't even know this person. This person probably did more time than me. This person probably did more time than you even been alive. But for likes and views, you want to do and say things that'll get them just pushed over to the edge. And you don't even know whenever they on the edge, or whenever they about to lose it, or when they're there. Because you don't know what their face look like. Because we've mastered the face of looking as if nothing is happening, that we don't care. We've mastered that. All from the penitentiary. So if you have offended me, or you may think because I address it, I'm not speaking about me, I'm just speaking like in general, like from somebody that's been locked up. You might think that, you know, we're addressing something because we say something, but no. Until we get you back, and you will get got back. Especially for somebody who's just now getting out the penitentiary. You will get got back, because we still have that penitentiary mentality. You might not respect the rules of the game. You might not even know the rules of the game. You might know it even, you might only know social media. But for somebody who did time, we're not gonna give a fuck about that. Oh, you want to be disrespectful. Oh, you want to play. Okay. Well, those come with consequences. Just like if you was to commit a crime, your actions will come with consequences. Well, consequences when you just use someone's trauma, drama, or hurt, pain, suffering for gain. You literally are tempting this person to go back to the penitentiary, but you're not willing to take those penitentiary chances. You're willing to use fighting words, but you won't fight. How does that even make sense? That's like saying, you remember back in the day when we used to be like, yo mama? And immediately when we hear yo mama, it's up. Like we banging. Today, right now, we ain't even fuck class even getting out. We in class fighting. So just as hard as we went for our yo mama jokes, we going that hard about jokes about our own selves. Like you making jokes about me being in prison. You making jokes about me being a felon, me being a this, me being a that. Y'all gotta be careful with that. Because even though if we give up, then it be all for nothing, that doesn't mean that we won't give it all up. Just to get that satisfaction that because everybody's feelings ain't finna just be played with. And anybody that's been locked up knows that we are big on our feelings being played with. Don't play with our feelings. Don't do that. It's too many motherfuckers that did it, and we don't like it. Okay. Now, I might have to change the title because, as you see, we have been kicked off of several platforms, which is okay. I'm not mad. That don't make me mad because my couch potatoes know how to find me. They know that I'm live, period. Now, tomorrow I will be live early. Tomorrow I'm going to be live at possibly 6 o'clock. I was thinking 5:30, but I think I'm going to do 6. I'm going to be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Like I said, this whole week is Prison Jail Felon Talk. We do this every month on the couch. If you are offended, oh well. We see. We know. It makes some people mad that we can't shake the fact that we were locked up. It makes us mad too. I don't know if you know that. We mad too. We mad that we can't get rid of these thoughts, this anxiety, this trauma. We mad too. We mad. Y'all, this is the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love you guys so much. Y'all, I see my couch potatoes that actually found me. Y'all. But guess what? You can always find me. I will be live from now on again on YouTube, THA Real JANELL, Twitch, Big O, Likey, Spotify Pandora, Apple Podcast. And once we get this back up and running, we're gonna be back on TikTok. I don't know, people just be, we know what it is. We know I'm being watched. Okay, we know. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I'm out of here. Look, I will be back tomorrow. I love you guys. I'll see you guys at 6 p.m. Central Time. Like I said, I'll be live on all my platforms except for Facebook, and that's it. Most likely, I'm going to win this appeal because I never said nothing wrong. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I love y'all. Ew. Period. Still came through. I see y'all.